Welcome to the Pokemon Radical Red Nuzlocke. Radical Red is a ROM hack of Fire Red and it's insanely hard. So I'll be Nuzlocking it with a randomizer. That's right, there's a randomizer option and I'll be using it. The rules of the Nuzlocke are right here and let's get started. Also, I'll be using the Dex All cheat code which reveals all Pokemon you encounter on the Dex nav. Blame my lack of skill with randomizers. Don't call me a cheater just yet. Why do you think we need this cheat code? I'll reveal why in a sec. This option doesn't matter by the way, but I chose Sinnoh starters for the starter Pokemon that Professor Oak will be providing. But once again, it doesn't matter because it's a randomizer. Also, I named my rival Trash. No reason why, I just wanted to name it. So the starter choices are either Panpour, Metagross, or Sandile. So of course I just chose Metagross. And also I named my Metagross Piplup because it's meant to be a Piplup in the original game. So the first battle with my rival Trash initiates, and he sends out a Sevian Delmise. Weird, but okay. Against my Metagross, which apparently has Photon Geyser, Dragon Rage, Land's Wrath, and Beat Up. So I just clicked Dragon Rage and one-shot it immediately. I did a trivia quiz with one of the scientists in the lab so that I could get the Time Changer, an incredible tool for this Nuzlocke. Once again, I'll reveal why in a sec, along with the Dex nav. I got my Pokeballs and now begins my journey to get some new Pokemon from Route 1. My first encounter was a Mismagius. I don't have the Dex nav yet, so I can't use what I would normally do for encounters, because I'm doing encounters a little bit differently because it's a randomizer. So, Mismagius this early on, pretty good, though the amount of Pokeballs it took me to catch this was way more than enough. But eventually I did catch it. Then I faced Brendan in Viridian Forest, which was incredibly easy because I spammed Dragon Rage on both of his Pokemon and one-shot it immediately. So here's where the Dex nav comes in. It allows you to see every single Pokemon on that route regardless if it was randomized or not. And I pulled up a random number generator that will decide the Pokemon I will be encountering. For example, if I get 6, then I will get Galarian Farfetch'd. If you're wondering, why can't you just encounter randomly? It's a randomizer, okay? It's my video, and also I'm just pretty bad at these. So the random number generator picked 5, and therefore I would get Vaporeon. If I was, say, like, quote-unquote cheating, then I would automatically say, oh, I got 7, I get Hisui and Goodra. But I would get Hisui and Goodra if I did, but I just get Vaporeon. So that proves that I'm not cheating. Anyways, I catched it and I named it Pidgey respectively. And what a good Pidgey I got because it had Fishious Rend, 1000 Arrows, and Twister. Those are some pretty overpowered moves for a Pidgey. The Time Changer, as the name implies, changes the time of day you're currently in. And it also changes the Pokemon spawns there. So I also included another random number generator between 1 and 2. 1 is daytime, 2 is nighttime. And I got 2 2s in a row, which means I got Magnezone during nighttime. And surprisingly, I got it on the first ball, which is pretty weird because it's fully evolved and it has a very low catch rate. But anyways, I named it Nidoran. And you know what it had? It has 0 attacking moves on all 4 slots. It can't attack whatsoever. In Viridian City, I got 6 and a 2, slacking during nighttime, which was a shame because there was Necrozma and Xurkitree in the grass. But it's also really good because it doesn't have Truant and it's a very bulky attacker. So I caught it and named it Spearow. In Viridian Forest, I got a 4 and a 1, Blissey during daytime, which it's kind of like meh for me, but the amount of XP it gives, it's massive, I will tell you. I caught it and named it Caterpie. But this Blissey has Behemoth Blade and Floor Cannon. That is OP. That is incredibly OP. In Pewter City, I got 7 and a 1, Raichu during daytime. It's not like I already have an electric type, but having a spare is also pretty good. And now it's time to take on Faulkner, which was not as easy as I would expect with, Metagross with Photon Geyser and Dragon Rage. Especially when this Rufflet didn't die to a Dragon Rage. But it was still easy pretty overall. Johto gym leaders are meant to be like those optional boss fights that are supposed to be really hard. But I beat them with no deaths. It's pretty crazy. Next major boss battle is now Brock. But don't worry, against my Steel type with Photon Geyser, absolutely nothing will stand in. Slacking Go Burr, Boulder Badge mine. Route 3, I got 2 and a 1. Galarian Meowth during daytime. Not even mildly. Insanely underwhelming. I'm not even gonna use this. I decided to do a max raid right before I entered Mount Moon, and it turned out to be Cobalion. And I was underleveled. Well then. Luckily no one died, thank God, and I decided to try to catch it, but it broke out immediately. At least I got some good loot out of it. In Mount Moon, my encounter was Pheromosa. I can't tell you how incredibly lucky that was, oh my god. But that thing just wouldn't stay in the Pokeballs. I only had 1 Premier Ball and 20 Pokeballs. No Beast Balls though, so it broke out of every single one and I couldn't catch it. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode of this whole Nuzlocke. Hopefully it will go well in the next episode and hopefully the next several episodes after it. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.